You sure about this?
Do not doubt your deceased grandfather's lover.
As a reminder, your girlfriend can turn into a seal. So maybe it's time for you to expand your mind a little bit. I want you to close your eyes and follow my voice into the sea of your memory. 1.
This is not very good. Sorry.
She ate it raw. 2.
It's not here.
Not here either.
I feel so bad.
3.
You worry about the wrong things.
So what do we do now?
Good, cool. Hi, how are you both doing?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to first ask, Carys, you've worked with Isabel before. How was the process working on as a feature film, and then how did you both get involved in the feature film?
Yeah, working on a feature film was definitely very, very, very different, but I'm extremely grateful that it was Isabel in this process because there was a huge amount of trust and we were good friends and we knew each other both in a personal and a professional context at that point, so there are not really like surprises, like surprise personality quirks coming out, so it was great having her by my side for the first feature.
And how did you get involved, Anna?
Well, I was just lucky enough to be hired, really. I saw their casting, applied, auditioned. I think I did two audition tapes for you and then an in-person audition. And luckily I didn't mess it up and here we are, yeah.
We did a chemistry callback and she made me cry and she was the last one in. And at the end of the audition, she said, "So, what's a selkie?"
Yeah, I did.
I was like, "Girl, you could have Googled that. It's okay, we love you."
Well, I think that's a thing that, you know, Scummy would do, really.
Yeah.
So
That was the Scummy energy.
Add some character to it. After working together, how did it feel to be part of like an all-female ensemble, but also like film, because it's female director and then 2 female protagonists?
I mean, it was really nice. It was because I'd not been on an all-female, well, nearly all-female set before, and it was just really lovely. It was, and I've not had, as I said, not had terrible experiences on mainly male crews, but it was different. It felt like everybody had like the same want and goal. It was really nice.
It was kind of sleepover vibes
Yeah.
at certain points because most of us were staying on location in the house that's in the film. So it was a lot of like, we wrap and then we all have family dinner together,
Yeah.
go to the pub together and hanging out on the kitchen floor, gabbing.
Nice. So you just said that you didn't know what a selkie was. How much research went into Cornish lore and like selkies once you were cast?
So I did much more homework after that because I was so embarrassed. So I did a lot more homework, and the thing that was really difficult was trying to learn large sections of Cornish language because it's not like you can't find that on Google Translate. But very luckily you guys had a contact who was able to give me phonetic recordings of the stuff I needed to learn in Cornish and doing that. And
I think it's called the Cornish Council, I think is who gave us the translation. But yeah, it had to be actual, very certified experts who went through and we tried to explain the level of Cornish that they were at because we wanted it to be an accurate reflection of where they are in their language learning journey. They're not fluent Cornish speakers, so they gave us phonetic and recorded audio for her to try out, but it was still,
I wouldn't have been able to do it without that. That was so helpful, so useful. And it was really nice because I was somehow, before we shot in Mullion, which is where we were, I had been there a month before by chance, so had already seen where we were supposed to be, kind of like when I was supposed to be living.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah, I was on a family holiday and we were in Helston and Mullion.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So when we had
First I know.
Yeah. I told you. Well, maybe I didn't tell anyone. But so that was really helpful. It felt like I was doing homework and holidaying at the same
Was
time.
it after you were cast then?
Yes, it was
Okay.
after we were cast, but I didn't know that's where we would be filming. It was just luck.
Wow. Do people there still speak Cornish?
My understanding is that no one would be like naturally speaking it on the streets, but that it's like part of a big language revival movement. So there are people that can speak it quite well. There are other people who can speak a tiny bit, but I think none of that is like fully natural without the help of like courses and speaking to elders and things like that. So as far as I understand, it's not like Irish, Gaelic, or Welsh, where there are still like pockets of communities that in their homes every day still speak the language.
Now, do you think, maybe if Isabel wants to too, that they could use this as a type of study, the film?
On Cornish,
Yeah.
they should. Yeah.
Got some
Cornish
history
language
in there
classes
too.
should
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, though the film focuses on the relationship between the two, it is ultimately about both finding who they are as people. Do you think, like, whether in film or like in real life, that being in a relationship helps or hinders the process of finding yourself?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I think it helps. I think that when you're in a relationship, you have to, you know, you just got to get better communication skills, which helps anyone and anything. And like it helps you learn things about yourself. And I think for Mowena's journey throughout their relationship, she starts off so pathetic and kind of has this, even though, you know, it ends kind of sadly, it does end in a nice way that they have both, you know, grown. Mowena's a different, not necessarily a different person, but has a better, it feels like she's grown up a bit. And I think you can get that from a relationship.
Yeah. It definitely challenged them both and forced them to think about things that they hadn't. And I think most relationships do that, or the good ones do, the ones that are worthwhile.
Sure. Do you believe in the if you love someone, let them go? Like, not trope, because it's I feel like it's a thing about real life as well. Do you believe in that, or do you, like, how do you feel on that sense? Because it feels like that's sort of what's in Washed Up, is you love them, so you let them go. Even though other stuff does happen before that, but.
Yeah.
It's very romantic, isn't it? Love and let them go.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit like Inga in the sense that I see all of my relationships as like, you know, you may think that it's a final goodbye and then you don't realize that you'll see another person or see that person in another 10 years or another 10 days. And I try and hold on to that sense that like goodbyes are never final, that you never really know when your story will come back around or not. So on one hand, I feel okay saying like it's okay for now to let something go. But I wouldn't say I feel that good about a really, really final, like never gonna see someone again. Yeah.
For sure. So there's a sequence in the film where the two are falling in love, and it like flashes between moments, like a montage. What would you say, if you can recall, was your favorite scene or shot to film for that, or just any part of the two of you falling in love, or the two characters falling?
I really liked there's like those kind of montages where we're sat eating and having dinner and like having a conversation, and it's really nice to see them in love at those moments and in like the everyday moments, I guess. Those are, and they were fun to film, you know.
Yeah.
As well.
I liked the sandcastle. No one believed me that I could make a sandcastle really, really fast in time to get that shot. And I made the sandcastle and then we stomped in it. That was a good time.
And then one last question. If you could be a mythical or folklore type character like a Selkie, what would you want to be?
A sea nymph, I think. If anyone ever read like Spiderwick Chronicles, there was a field guide that was very excellent and had a very beautiful illustration of a sea nymph, and not kind of like a half and half, just very much like Frog Girl vibes. And I was obsessed with that one, yeah.
Well, see, the only thing that's coming to my mind is like a Pegasus or something, but I'm a bit scared of horses, so...
I mean, what better way to confront that
your fear,
than to inhabit one?
Although I'd just quite like to be like a shark or something. I know that's not that's not the question at all.
And
I just like sharks.
I mean, you can
quite
be a
lot.
magical shark if
Okay,
you
a
want
magical
to.
shark. You know, what about a hammerhead with hammers, actually?
Create your own folklore character.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh,
What would you
probably a mermaid, because I feel like
Okay.
I always wanted to when I was younger. I used to swim, so probably a mermaid.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like that's just
Selkies.
safe decision.
Maybe.
Maybe. Too worried. There's too much risk involved with the whole coat situation.
Yeah.
Plus, as a mermaid, then you could just like stay down.
You'd have to keep coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both so
Thank
much.
you. Sweet.